It's very late at night right now. I just got home from work and I really need to get to bed because I have an early start tomorrow. But I'm going to record this first because I just know that I won't be able to get any rest if I don't. So let's keep it short and to the point. Earlier today, I was streaming Tekken 8 and got cheated against, by the way, by multiple different players in multiple different ways, as you are when you play this game online. And somebody in my chat told me that Bandai Namco had suddenly started copyright striking Tekken related YouTube channels, which I instantly believed because it is exactly the sort of thing that these people would do. I didn't have time to look into it then, but now I have, and I am absolutely fucking furious with these incompetent fucking clowns. All the channels that were copyright struck were showcasing mods. So in case you are unaware, mods are these cosmetics that passionate hobbyists out there in the world create, and you can download them and put them in your game to change the look of your character. They're purely cosmetic, and it's been a vibrant and engaged part of the Tekken community for many, many years. And these videos showcasing the different mods coming out were going up on YouTube basically throughout the entire lifespan of Tekken 7 without any issue. And now all of a sudden Namco are trying to destroy people's YouTube channels. So the question becomes, why now? And the answer is very, very obvious. Tekken 7 did not have an in-game microtransaction store where you could buy customizations for money, but Tekken 8 does. In Tekken 8, you can go in the Tekken store and use real money through an embarrassing predatory proxy currency known as Tekken coins to buy customizations. And so the mods are directly competing with something Namco want to use to nickel and dime their player base, which obviously becomes a problem for them and activates them in a big way. When their game is basically broken and unplayable, they don't really care, but when something like this happens, they become very active very quickly. I want to give credit where credit is due, because if you look at the customizations that the community have come up with, they look 100 times better than anything Namco have put in the store, and it should be very, very embarrassing for them that the hobbyists are coming out with things that look infinitely better than what is being created by the supposed professionals, even though it is completely fucking laughable to refer to anybody working on the Tekken team right now as a professional in any capacity. If you go to Tekken Reddit right now, 2 of the top threads are talking about this exact thing, and people in the comments are very, very upset, as they should be. People seem extremely critical of this entire thing, and they seem to be critical of it in a specific way. I think you can crystallize it down to one simple word, and the word for me is priorities. Namco are trying to witch hunt and attack and kill a vibrant part of their own player community instead of working on some of the catastrophic issues plaguing their game right now, and it just seems very, very strange. I just quickly on a piece of paper jotted down a couple of things that I think Namco might prioritize a little bit higher than trying to go after and destroy content creators within their own player community. Polaris crashes, so this is a catastrophic crash happening to thousands of players every day when the game just shits its pants and blinks out of existence. Server maintenance crashes. This is when you finish a match and the game tells you that the servers are now undergoing maintenance even though they aren't, and you're booted back to the main menu. A disconnect counter that still doesn't work, even though Bandai Namco have told us that it does actually work, but it works internally. It's just a display that is broken, so the players can't see the fact that it is working, which is strange, but suggests to me that it's actually a very simple fix that could change this game in a big way, because really the most major issue that it faces right now is pluggers, and if we were informed about who was a plugger, we could have a much better experience, but nothing has been done on this front at all. We have other minor interface issues, such as the promotion-demotion banner appearing for the wrong player and character half the time. The game telling you that you're reaching a rank for the first time when you've reached it multiple times in the past. We still have no penalties for cheaters, even though we have an update where people were supposedly banned, but they are still playing the game alive and well. As far as I can tell, based on my own experience and what my viewers are telling me, cheating is actually becoming more common every day and is more of an issue now than before Namco tried to do anything about it. They effectively haven't done anything about this, and it is killing their game. catastrophic balance. Some people seem to think that the balance in Tekken 8 is kind of poor and needs some work. I am on the other side of that spectrum. I think it has some of the worst balance of any competitive video game I've ever played, and there are so many weird broken interactions and moves that need to be looked at. An example that pops out to me, for example, is Azucena's while running 3-2, which has very strange and broken tracking, which is ruining that character right now. And there's a great video on the channel IMOP, a great Tekken content creator who has been making videos for years and who is one of the channels attacked by Bandai Namco in this entire shitstorm, and one of the people who risks losing his channel right now, by the way. But he made a great video a couple of days ago showing with great camera angles from above exactly how this move tracks, how Azucena can change at a 90-degree angle in the middle of the air, and how you basically shouldn't even attempt stepping this move because it just ends up mixing up yourself in weird ways. It's a fantastic video. Go support his channel and show him as much love as possible. He's being attacked by these fucking idiots, and he deserves better, and it is a great video. I'm not trying to shit on Azucena players specifically. I think you probably want this fixed more than anybody, because then you can play your new favorite character without constantly being shat on for it. It's just an example that stood out to me. Wall clipping issues. We have certain wall combos that can push characters through walls and off the stage, making the game bug out completely. And these are just some things I wrote down off the top of my head. But instead of looking at any of that, Namco have put in one update that put more customization items in their predatory shitty store. They've announced the Tekken World Tour, which is completely laughable. I don't know why you think anybody will give a fuck about your Tekken World Tour or playing the game at all when it is in such a broken and shitty state. But they're doing that instead of talking about or addressing any of these issues, and when you try and call them out for it, they sidestep you, call you an idiot, insult you on their private Twitter accounts, and then run away. Now, I made 2 videos very critical about the Tekken shop when it came out, and I faced some backlash on those videos. People thought I was being too harsh, and they were engaging in what I'm now going to describe as toxic positivity around the game. Positivity is not what this game needs right now. It needs some very, very serious fixing, and it needs to become better very, very soon. Otherwise, it's going to start dying if it hasn't done that already. But it seems like now more and more people have realized that I was actually telling the truth when I said I've been keeping my eyes on this team and this game for over a decade, commenting on it, making content about it, and I know what they are like, and trust me, they are scumbags, and trust me, things will get worse. It seems that people have finally started to really believe me, because of the attitude and the choices that they make. Basically, every single time Namco speak or take any sort of action, things just seem to get worse and worse. Now, I'll say this. When I lived in Japan and was working for minimum wage, my girlfriend left the country for a year to study abroad, and I was very, very lonely and didn't have anything really to do with my time. And so I wanted to have some sort of creative pursuit, and decided that I wanted to start making videos about my favorite video game, which was Tekken 7. So I tried that, and since then I have poured thousands of hours of my life into creating a channel where I've been writing scripts, recording videos, editing videos, replying to comments, eventually transitioning into streaming, and now I've had thousands of amazing interactions with my beautiful viewer community, and it obviously means a lot to me. If you're unaware of how copyright striking in the YouTube world works, basically the legalities surrounding this is very complex, and because of that, YouTube are forced to take copyright strikes super seriously, even when they aren't fair. And you can attack somebody's channel using this function, and even if you're doing it, completely maliciously, they stand to lose their entire channel completely and all the work that they have put into it. We know for a fact already that one content creator who was showing mods on his channel will lose his YouTube channel over this. He was tweeting about how it's going to be deleted later in April. So I just want to say that, us YouTubers tend to take the copyright thing very, very seriously for a good reason. And it's just so fucking disgusting when a giant corporation making millions on this game starts attacking minor content creators and trying to destroy all of their hard work, especially when they blindside them and do it out of the blue, instead of warning them and referring to some sort of clear statement that says that this is what you can and cannot do, you know. I think it's absolutely fucking disgusting. Now, I don't think anybody's gonna argue with the legality of what Bandai Namco are doing, because this is their game, and these free mods are in direct competition with their shitty, pathetic piece of shit store. And so this is probably a move that they were going to make eventually. But the issue really is how they are prioritizing and how they are speaking to their community, the tone of voice that they are using, and how they are abusing the players and content creators out there. It really is pathetic. And I just want to say this, you know, I've had comments saying, you know, you say these sorts of things and you're never going to be able to collaborate with Bandai Namco now, but do you honestly think I would want to? Bandai Namco, you can go fuck yourselves. You should go fuck yourselves, okay? I don't single out individuals usually when I talk about you, so as an amorphous entity of very corrupt, cold-hearted, and fucking evil people, go fuck yourselves. The shadowy fucking bigwigs making these decisions and making the passionate developers that do put cool things in the game do things like this to it, go fuck yourselves. And I think you're culpable to at least an extent, so Katsuhiro Harada, go fuck yourself. Michael Murray, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. And at the end of the video, I just want to turn to the rest of the content creation community out there, people who have much larger platforms than I do, whether they are main men or King Jace or Wisses or Salamis or all the rest of it. I've said before how I'm kind of uncomfortable with the fact that so many of you seem to be so very silent on these issues. Maybe you don't care, but I find that very hard to believe in my heart of hearts. I know you are passionate about this game, and I know that you do care. I also do know that many of you collaborate directly with Bandai Namco, and it might be catastrophic for you to be too vocally critical of this sort of thing, but I believe that you owe the community more than you owe Bandai Namco. Maybe you don't give a fuck about me or even aware about me. Maybe I'm just the loud, dumb fucking idiot who rants about balance and plays, you know, a cringe knowledge check waifu characters, whatever. It's not really about that. I really would like to appeal to all of you, like my heroes, that there is a reason you have larger platforms than me. You are better at this than I am, better at the game, better at content creation. It's why you have voices that are 10 times louder and echo 1,000 times further. Please, we need to be talking about this more, because as this entire thing showcases, Bandai Namco only really fucking care when it hits them in the pocket, and if there aren't consequences, then they will keep abusing this community and this culture, and it is withering fast right now. I'm probably going to be streaming the game again tomorrow, and we can talk more about this, but for now I really need to get to bed. I just wanted to say this. Thank you so much for watching, and go support IMOP. Show some love for his channel and the other content creators who are being blasted by this evil and corrupt corporation. Yeah, good night.